Hey John, my name is Aaron, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help bring in more customers to your business. Most likely you're sitting there asking yourself, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? Well, as a local business owner, I know you are extremely busy. You're so focused on running your business that you don't have time to learn how the internet could help. And if you do think about getting help with your online stuff, it's hard for you to know who really knows what they're doing and who doesn't. I have found that giving people an easy attack plan of actual things they can do to impact their business for free has resulted in some of those local business owners coming to me and saying, I like you, Aaron, please do this for me. So if by the end of this video you've liked what you've heard and you can see that I've got a lot of tricks up my sleeve that can help your business, shoot me a message back and we can chat. Or if at the end of this video you simply want to take this free attack plan I gave you to do yourself, that works for me too. So now let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. Obviously here is your page, and I hope you're sitting down because this is going to come as a shock, but Google has bots. Yep, I know, crazy. And they read your site. They read all the text on your site, and they can even read images. So if we go and we look at and we save this image, it's kind of got a generic name on it. And you can put keywords on there, which are very, very important. And to be optimized with Google, you want to have at least 1,500 words on your website, or on your web page, on your homepage. And if we look at a word counter here that I did for your page, got about 530 words on your page. Definitely room for improvement, but not undoable as far as that goes. And I pulled up the biggest guy probably in town, Parker & Sons. You've probably seen their commercials and know all about them. Did a word count on their page, and we've got about 840 words or so. Still not even optimized, so it's definitely something you can beat them on. And even though they're huge and spending tons of money, I'm sure, but something you can definitely beat them on. As far as content goes, you definitely want to have keywords. And I use this tool called Ahrefs. It's about $100 a month. Gives you a really good in-depth look at your website. And if we look at on here, you've only got 5 keywords on here. And if we pull it up, you've got your branding, you've got Phoenix HV, you got HVAC service in Phoenix, which is actually 150 search volume on here, which is good. But if you look at your position, you're 64th, and that is like 6th or 7th page. No one's finding you because if you've done the Google search, which I'm sure you have, no one really goes past that first page. So not really in a prime position. You're missing out on customers there. Now, if we look at Parker & Sons, yeah, obviously huge, 35,000 keywords actually, which is a crazy amount. But if you look at some of these high-hitting ones, AC Repair Phoenix, 2,300 searches. We look at Air Conditioning Repair Service, Air Conditioning Repair Phoenix, 1,800. And if you just look across the board, they're ranking very, very high for these very important searches. So these are searches or keywords that you want to have on your website so that you can get put up there. And so that'll lead me into the next thing, which we do a Google search, which I'm sure you've done, obviously. I took AC Repair Phoenix. You're going to get the sponsored ones, which if you have a ad blocker, probably not even going to see those. So we're not even going to go into that today. But if we scroll down, you get to what's called the map pack. And the map pack, I'm sure you're asking how we get in there. Well, citations is how we get in there. It's your name, address, and phone number on directories all across the internet. And here is some examples of citations that you can get into. Some are more impactful than others, and they give you higher boost than some. So to get into that, I would suggest getting into 150 at least, usually closer to 300. And you want to do that every single month because it's not a one and done thing. You've got to keep doing that to stay in that map pack. And that's very important because obviously people see that and they go there. Well, now if we scroll down even further, this is where 60 to 70% of people stop. They stop in the organic search. And again, you're probably asking, how do we get bumped up in the organic search? Well, backlinks. Google is a popularity contest. That's just how it works. That's how they run things. So, for example, like you were in high school, wore some cool shoes, started getting noticed, started to become popular. Well, your reputation started boosting up. Well, then the popular kids noticed you, and then you started getting what we call the juice. The backlink juice is where the magic is. So if you can get those more impactful, more relevant websites pointing back to you, sending customers to you, then you're going to get juice and you're going to be up there. But backlinks are not all created equal. You need relevant ones. You don't want a Bartles Pizza or a Filiberto's pointing back to you, because that just doesn't show relevancy. So you need to have relevant backlinks. And if we go back to my Ahrefs tool here, it also shows backlinks. You've got 13 backlinks with 13 referring domains on there. And unfortunately, looks like they're all spam. So this isn't doing you any good. These are all not very good. They're not good backlinks at all, because they're not boosting you up one bit. You need to have, like I said, relevant backlinks. Now, if we go back to Parker & Sons, 3,600 backlinks, 929 referring domains. Again, it's not quantity, it's quality. And if you look at these quality ones, you've got 81. They've got a good number. Like the BBB is very high, but you need to have quality backlinks on here, which is very important. So that's another way to get yourself boosted up, and something that you can do to get your search even better. So in closing, we went over content. You need to have 1,500 pages or 1,500 words on your website, and I would suggest even more, but also putting in those specific keywords into that content. Citations, I suggest 200 to 300 of those in there, and to keep doing it every month to get you in that map pack. And then backlinks, relevant backlinks from people in the HVAC industry. You don't want to just have a bunch of crap coming to you. That doesn't do you any good. So relevant backlinks to show Google that you are popular, you are the authority. So if you implement these strategies today, you can rank higher across Google. That's just how it works. And I bet you're wondering, what now? Well, you can either go with the information I provided you today and do this on your own. It's totally doable, and I'm absolutely cool with that. Here to bring you some value. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself time, you can give me a call. 602-888-4825. Again, Aaron, 602-888-4825. John, appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. I'd love to get some feedback from you, and I look forward to hearing from you. Have a great one.